Sudden sadness brushed softly against the inside of Amelia's skull. She focused on the book again, in case some of that emotion tried to find its way out. "I don't have any money to pay a fine. I just wanted you to have it back." The librarian shook her head. "Well, that's very nice, dear, but your grandmother's book isn't from our library." Amelia was confused. "Are you sure?" As soon as she said it, she felt her face flush. The woman ran her finger along the embossed title. "Tales to Keep You Up at Night. I read this when I was your age." She shuddered, looking suddenly much older than Amelia had first thought, maybe even as old as grandmother. "If we ever had a copy, I'd remember." Wearing a wistful squint, she handed the book back to Amelia. "Gosh, I wish I could read it again for the first time. Maybe your grandmother wanted you to have it." A flash of the dream from the previous night. Grandmother in the attic, stepping from the shadows, holding the book out, opening the cover, showing Amelia something written on the first page. But what had it said? In her memory of the dream, the words blurred, the letters shifted, transformed, shifted back. Amelia stared at the silver title on the spine again, imagining what was concealed between the bindings. Tales. She wasn't sure she wanted to know. She'd never ventured into these kinds of stories before. Lately, she'd been obsessed with biographies. Shirley Chisholm, Eleanor Roosevelt, the female pharaoh, Hatshepsut, Joan of Arc, and her namesake, Amelia Earhart. But if grandmother had wanted her to read it, and Amelia did feel like her dream had been a visit from grandmother, wherever she was, shouldn't she try? "Are the tales very creepy?" Amelia asked. "Kept me up at night." Amelia felt nervous, but also curious. Did she want to be kept up at night? Wondering where grandmother had gone had kept Amelia up more nights during the past year than she cared to count. She thought of how the two of them would make tea in the afternoons, steeped strongly, with lots of honey and milk. Of the walks they'd take on mornings when Amelia was lucky enough to wake up at the old house after nights filled with card games and dominoes. Of grandmother's clothes that had been semi-stylish maybe 20 years prior, pastel cardigans and thin turtleneck sweaters and polyester pants with creases so sharp they could cut paper, her hair high and tightly curled, done at the hairdresser weekly. She thought of the house up the hill where her parents were working so diligently and how it would soon be empty. Amelia rubbed at her eyes. Was it possible that grandmother had read this book? If Amelia read it too, might they be connected again? Could it be that stories stretched across the distance that separated them, however far that was? "Is there somewhere I can sit for a while?" Amelia asked. "Feel free to take a look." "Thanks." Amelia hugged the book to her chest again, then strolled past the circulation desk. Without turning, the librarian lifted a hand, gave a wave, and went back to her work. Down the corridor, Amelia found a small room with 2 wooden desks and a view out the rear of the library. Orange and yellow leaves turned the afternoon's sunlight into a dim stained glass glow that spilled onto the wide floorboards. Beside the desks, a couple of comfy-looking leather chairs sat, a coffee table between them. Amelia plopped into one of them, opened the book she'd found in grandmother's attic, and with a deep, shaky breath, turned to the first story.